So the Eric Ten Hag curse has struck. Major injury worries right now. Kieran Tierney got injured.
No,
Odegaard
he's back.
somehow is he? I thought he had a
He's
tackle and
back.
injury worry with
Tierney is
the.
back and he trained with the
Okay,
squad.
well, thank God for that. Odegaard somehow escaped from a major injury thanks to another Rodri tackle in their match, in Norway's match against Spain. But he'll be playing. But the big worries, Thomas Partey, I think we still don't have an update on, and William Saliba a lot more severe than initially thought. And of course, Tomiyasu is out for the season because he's going to need knee surgery as well. So thank you, Ten Hag, for opening your mouth and saying that Arsenal have had a great season because they haven't had to worry about injuries. Okay, but let's talk about this game, right? Leeds United. Despite the injuries, hopefully this is still a match that we should realistically be favorites
This
for
is
and
home
should
for
be
us.
winning. Yeah, we should be
Right.
winning fairly comfortably. Of course, international break, you never know how teams come back from them. Of course, Leeds are also going to be missing Nyonto and Tyler Adams, the two big players for them at least. How do we work around this, man? I mean, the biggest worry is really, I feel like, long term, more about that Saliba injury.
I think the defense will undergo massive rotation. I'm certain Holding starts as right centre back. There could also be a possibility where we are looking at two or three different combinations of the back four, where Zinchenko starts as the left back, Tierney as left centre back, Gabriel as right centre back, and Ben White as right back. It could also be Zinchenko, Gabriel, Ben White playing right centre back, and Rob Holding or someone playing right back, something of that sort.
Hmm.
It's going to be, it's going to involve Holding and Ben White and Tierney.
I mean, we also have
So,
Kiwior and
oh yes, Kivior.
yeah,
That's
so
right.
he can. I mean, that's kind of why he was brought in, is to deputize for that Saliba position. But I think he's.
The other position, the
Oh,
other
sorry. Yeah, he was
Gabriel
there
position.
for the Gabriel position. But I mean, I don't know how versatile he will be as a player. The most logical option seems to be putting Ben White in as that right centre back and then trying to find a better option on that right side. Holding has not been. We literally just spoke about this a couple of weeks ago that Holding has not been convincing, but who knows? Maybe last 10 games, Arteta is able to inspire something in him. The international break has allowed him to recapture some form and some focus. We really need primarily defensive solidarity, right? Because the big games that we need to worry about is Chelsea, Liverpool, Newcastle. Those
Man
are, I
City.
believe, and of course, I mean, I don't even want to think about that game now, man. I can't imagine how it's how that's going
The
to pan out
most
now.
important game that we really need to think about right now is Leeds. Let's slay.
Yes, yeah, that's fair.
It's
That's
10
fair.
games, 10 finals. That's it. That's it. 10 games. We are looking at each game at a time. Arteta said that time and again. We've said it time and again.
Yep.
And I think we've just got to go with faith, belief, whatever luck that we have, and hope that some other manager doesn't come out of the woodwork claiming, oh, Arsenal have had another injury free season, so they had a full squad to select.
Uh, no, the upside is though we have a great attack. The attack has been firing on all cylinders. We have gotten the
Fingers
goals when we
crossed,
have needed
knock
them.
on wood.
So yeah, definitely. But I mean, Saka again with an incredible brace against a goal and an assist against Ukraine. Just fantastic form on his front. Jesus hopefully will be back in much better form as well from the international break. Martinelli has had a good season. Trossard is really banging in as well. So overall, at least our attack should be able to pull us through. But like you said, it's those big games that we'll really have to find a way around. But you're right. Let's come back to this Leeds United game. What do you see happening? What do you see Leeds doing, and what do you see Arsenal doing in this game?
I think Leeds will try to sit back, but they aren't really a side that can sit back as competitively as Sean Dyche's Everton. So I expect them to play out, play the game in an attacking way, and they might expect a point or maybe even three. They might, at the stage that they are, they might also want all those 3 points. So it is going to be a tight fixture. The balance seems still to be skewed with Arsenal, but you never know. The reverse fixture was a game that Arsenal shouldn't really have won, but they
Hmm.
did. So Leeds might be out for vengeance. You never know. I just hope we can seal the deal in the first half and maybe just control the game and manage the game in the second half. 2-0 up
Yeah.
in the first, keep a clean sheet, just ride it out.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the biggest thing in this game, I feel, is going to be that control and that clean sheet, I feel, because we will be starting a different defensive lineup, probably the defensive lineup that we're going to rely on for the most part through the end of the season. So, starting the first couple of games with a clean sheet will go a long way in building that confidence in the defense and then making sure that they're able to actually keep that form up. If we concede one goal, two goal against Leeds, then we're starting to worry about the fixtures that are going to come later on down the line. So a lot of pressure on Arteta to really try and get this right, to really fire the players up. Because Saliba has honestly been our standout defensive player this season. He has been possibly the best defender in the center back in the Premier League, if I'm not saying too much at this point. But he has been incredible, and missing him for a large chunk. And again, it's not that he's not going to play games, but considering his age and considering the future that we want with him for Arsenal, I would personally not want him to force himself to play through games if possible. So I want him to play as few games as possible at this point in time, considering the severity of that back injury that he sustained.
I'm just overwhelmed, to be very honest. If the more I think about it, the more I'm stressed out. So I'm just going to leave it all to hope, faith, and I will trust Arteta's process as we have been from the start of the season. I hope that really kicks in right now. We really need all the support that we get. The men's team, the women's team, everyone needs good amount of support. Both the sides are facing injuries. And I think this is just going to be a roller coaster of an end, if not something more. So hop along for the ride and please, Arsenal, get those 3 points.
Yes, Arsenal get those 3 points. We need this. Everybody needs this. And yeah, let's roll on. Let's get the season started. Now is the final stretch. 10 games non-stop from here on to the end of the season. Let's go, Arsenal. Please like, share, subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.